Just got paid, bought a couple fresh pair of J's. I'ma get by tonight. In a full parlay, going all night and all day. We can get by tonight. Check this out, Shawty, me and you on a nice getaway. My man gotta do me right. You ain't know you gotta pay, make sure everything's straight. Well, what you wanna do tonight? Thank God it's Friday, cash. That's just a little something off that Good Die Young mixtape. No, that's a record called High Tonight, produced by Trackology. That's the lovely Kirby Marielle helping me out on that hook. Shout out to Valhalla. You know, it's the Alyric Alyric on the check-in. A couple people had done been asking me if I had done been blogging lately, and I told them I'd do a little something after the Best in Dade award show. So here I go right now, you know, just checking in with y'all. You know, first things first, we gotta thank God. You know, without God we wouldn't be here, so we gotta give all honor and all praises to the Most High. You know, secondly, like I always do, I got on a pair of lenses. These right here is marked by Marc Jacobs. Yeah, you know, they Marc Jacobs, but they like they cheaper than Marc Jacobs, so it's another line called Marc by Marc Jacobs. They're a little cheaper, but they still spotted. It's like a little, I think what the shit, aqua. I want to say what color this is. You know, same color the Dolphins be sporting or whatever like that. Shout out to the Dolphins, man. It's been rough on them Dolphins this year, man. I think players come down here, man, and they get a taste of this Miami and this sun and these women running around and just lose their mind, man. So, but shout out to the Miami Dolphins anyway. Back to the Best in Dade Awards, a couple things I wanted to touch on. Shout out to Solu, Steve-O. I want to say he was the only two-time winner at this year's Best in Dade Awards. I heard Gunplay won 2 awards too, but I can't really remember. But I know for a fact Steve won 2 awards. So shout out to him. Shout out to AJ and Kirby. They won Best R&B last year and this year or whatnot. So, you know, I definitely salute that. You know, that's a real good look. So, you know, shouts out to all the winners, but these just some of the people that I'm just personally acknowledging because I follow their work. You know, shout out to DJ Lucky C. You know, for those that don't know, that's the Alyric Alyric official DJ. My dude Lucky C took that that club DJ of the year award, and I think that was like one of the hardest, if not the hardest category on the ballot. And you know, I think he shocked a lot of people by taking that home. So, you know, shout out to Lucky C, man. The youngest in charge. I really want to acknowledge Piccolo, Vito No Shape, and Dez Lock. You know, I know both of them. You know, just me, you know, being on my grind and doing what it is that I do. And they both, you know, from the very first time I met them to right now, just kind of, you know, took me in with open arms from the standpoint of, you know, just dropping little jewels on me and letting me know that, you know, I see you grinding and keep that up and, you know, things like that, man. A lot of the times with this game and with this business, it's discouraging. So, you know, any little type of acknowledgement that you get, especially from, you know, 2 Miami pioneers, you know what I'm saying, to give you them jewels on separate occasions, that means a lot. So I definitely want to acknowledge, you know, the legendary Pick It to the Low. You know what I'm saying? Like they said at the award show, man, they been rapping when some of us was still in Pampers, you know, and still getting it in and still doing their thing. So shout out to Pick, shout out to Vito No Shape, you know what I'm saying? T4 Well, man, Town is all day. Shout out to my dude YD, man, took home that most underrated. I voted for him, you know, and you know, I respect everything that he doing over there. Shout out to Buckwheat. So I'm going down my little bullets over here on my little notepad. Y'all got to excuse me. I be having to make sure I jot this stuff down, you know, so I don't just get in front of y'all and be saying the same crap all over and over again. I think I think that's it for the Best in Dade Awards. Shout out to Street Connect, of course, DJ Meat, DJ Crunch, all y'all boys over there. It was a great look for the city. The last thing I want to say about it, though, the Best in Dade Awards was definitely far from a disappointment. But the disappointing part about it was the camaraderie, amongst the participants or whatnot. And we just got to do better in Miami. And I'm not separating myself from anybody. I could have been more enthusiastic about a lot of the things that was going on, because I did win an award, but I ain't gonna front. I'm real competitive. I wanted to win all the categories I was nominated in, but I do know it was certain categories I was nominated in that it was other people that was more deserving of the award. I'm competitive, but I'm fair. So with that being said, nevertheless, we still gotta pat each other on the back and root each other on. It's competitive, but it should be more love at the end of the day. So let's just hope that next year, God willing, the Best in Dade Awards Part 3, take place, the third annual. We'll do better on that as a city. So I just want to go ahead and get that out the way. Secondly, I've had within the past probably like 2 or 3 weeks, I've had like 2 or 3 different people come to me and say, man, look, man, you keep putting out them blogs, man, and keep doing that, man. People be listening. And I thank y'all for that. Like, I really, really, genuinely, truly thank y'all for that, because it once again, it means a lot to be acknowledged and to know that, the things that you're doing is not going in vain and not falling upon deaf ears. Another thing I wanna talk about, something that's very interesting to me as far as us artists go. We have to recognize and understand that it's a time and a place for everything. It's a time for everything. And what inspired me to talk about this was I had someone, and I was asking about a feature or what have you, and they was like, okay, well, get at my management and this, that, and the third, and it's not, and nothing is wrong with that. You want to make sure that on all levels that you're handling your business accordingly. You understand what I'm saying? But now, just my personal opinion, when you have, management and my manager and my this and my that, man, all that shit means nothing if you ain't accumulating no funds. Your management or your manager gets a percentage of what you make. And if you ain't making nothing, they ain't getting nothing. So what are they there for? What, to hold a title? Like, let's be realistic. As an artist, until you start to accumulate some funds, some paid shows, some hosting, some paid features, something that accumulating funds, you're your manager. This is just my opinion. You're your manager. You your promoter. You're your everything. Because at the end of the day, yeah, it's love and blah, 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 but nobody really wants to work for free. If it's for free, then it's not really work. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, if you're given an opportunity to capitalize on something, you can't be playing around with it, trying to be on whatever it is that you want. Holler at my management. Man, get out of here, man. People gonna look at you like, now when it's already known and established that you are accumulating funds and that is going down like that, then you can get into all that. But until then, once again, just in my opinion, man, don't mess yourself up trying to be at a point to where you ain't at yet. And this is not to say don't prepare yourself, because we all are doing what it is we're doing in hopes to get to that point. So of course, have your person that you trust or whatever the case may be, that go handle your management, that go handle this and go handle certain things for you when you get in that position. But if you're not in that position yet, nah, don't do that. That junk leave a sour taste in people's mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I really just wanted to just speak on that from me being an artist of all the other up and coming local, international, independent, here, there, everywhere artists that's doing their thing. It's a time for everything. So if you're not at a certain point, don't try to make yourself bigger than what you really are, because that junk gay. I'm gonna just leave that like that. And while talking about that, I was talking about seizing the moment, and I had a chance to talk with another artist, and we was able to like nip a misunderstanding in the bud. And at the end of the whole conversation, he told me that he would have chose to basically not take advantage of a particular proposition that was given to him because he didn't want to neglect or leave the team. Respect it, no problem. But like I told this particular artist, dog, the team may not be able to get through the door when you go through the door. You may have to go ahead and get in that little crack that they got open and come back and get the team. You know what I'm saying? Once again, don't miss no opportunities in this game because they don't come a lot. You know what I'm saying? People don't. Before I had, you know, Bounce That Up and Down on the radio, I've had other singles on the radio. You may have heard them, you may have not. But over the years, I've had other singles on the radio or whatnot. And they came like once every 2-3 years, man. And not because I was only making records once every 2 or 3 years, but it takes a lot to get a record on the radio. At least it has for me, you know. Maybe easier for some people, I don't know. But me coming, you know, my independent situation and X, Y, and Z, it takes a lot. You know, as far as putting the little money together, it takes a lot. So it was an average like every other year I had a song that was like on the radio or featured on a song that was on the radio. So once again, when my opportunity came to really, man, hit the gas and go in, man, that's what I did. And that's what I'm continuing to do. You know, I couldn't be talking about, well, maybe this, I got to think about this. And nah, man, you got to go. You got to go right now, right now. I really ain't want to, you know, be taking up too much of y'all's time or whatever like that. But I ain't blogged in a minute, so, you know, that's what it is. You know, okay, I'm moving right along real good. But yeah, you know, once again, other artists, man, let's just take advantage of these opportunities that's given to us or whatever like that. The Good Die Young mixtape coming soon. All original tracks. I don't really know how many I'm gonna put on there as of yet. I got tracks produced by Trackology, Skipper We Loose, Hits a Million. You know, those like the top 3 production teams that I work with. I work with real heavily, and you know, I'm always open. You can always send me some beats or whatnot. But I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason I don't do the whole send me some beats stuff is because I don't know. Like, I'd rather go to a studio with a producer and sit down and listen to beats. And then between those 3 teams that I just named, they keep me so swamped with beats to where it's like I don't know. I really don't have time to go other places and listen to beats or whatever. But I have to make it my business to make time. So yeah, you know, that's what it is. But you know, the Alyric, man, we working. Last but not least, the Bounce It Up and Down official video premiered at the Best in Dade Awards. It was kind of at the end, so a lot of people had left already. But nevertheless, it was a real good look. The video will be coming out soon. People, y'all got to be patient with me, and y'all got to understand that I didn't shoot a YouTube video. Like, I didn't get a Canon camera and go stand on the corner with me and my dudes and, you know, shoot a video. Like, I really put a lot of money and effort into the video, so I want it to reach its maximum potential. Meaning, I want my junk to be on TV, and that's been the hold up with releasing the video, because I don't want to just upload it on YouTube and just, you know, whatever. I mean, I'm gonna do that. Don't get it twisted. But if it was up to me, I want Vivo. If you don't know about Vivo, get familiar with it. I want Vivo to advertise and distribute my video online. You know, like, it's certain things and certain steps that I take with everything that I do to assure that it's done right. It may take time, but I make sure that it's done right by any means. You know, so, you know, just be a little patient with me. I got a couple of new records I'm gonna be throwing out there off the Good Die Young mixtape. I'm real excited about, and you know, that's just what it is. The Alyric, Chronic Records. Keep it street. Trackology, Hits a Million. Lucky C, what it do? Skip, what's up, my dude? You know, we loose. And until we meet again, you know, check in with me. The Alyric, Alyric Music. Hit me on Facebook. Like I always tell you, I ain't hard to find. And you know, that's just what it is. That right.
My white girl got them collard greens cooking. Got them chicken.
Gonna make a nigga up that fire. You gonna make a nigga up that.
Hit the lottery. Up and down.
I'm gonna get